Hi, what's up, YouTube? This is my third try trying to put in my message of how I thought the election went on Tuesday evening, and I was disappointed because Alan Grayson, he lost out because he was a very bold, very powerful progressive, and the Republicans and the conservatives was out to take him out. They was using tons of money, tons of cash, unfortunately, to make him lose, and he lost to the Republican, I believe. But God bless him, and he did a whole lot for the Democratic Party during his time as a congressman. And I'm sure he'll be coming up to continue to make speeches and make talks because we need people like him in Congress or in our as our political leaders. And thank God that Harry Reid he won. I really appreciated that he won because the woman that he was running against or his opponent, she was completely radical. Didn't make any sense at all. Didn't believe in any government. Wanted to shut down Social Security, unemployment compensation, all government programs, Medicare. She wanted to get rid of. And from what I heard, she was receiving Medicare herself. But she was hypocritical, very radical, came across as militant, and refused to speak to the press. She had a lot of biases. She didn't like people of color. The woman was just a doozy. And thank God that Harry Reid, he won. I was praying that he won, and he did. He did win. And also, I thought that President Obama had made a very great speech. I thought he did on the day after the election. They were saying that he wasn't aggressive enough. My boy Ed Schultz, who I like a lot, said that President Obama wasn't aggressive enough. What was he talking about? I thought the president was pretty much aggressive, considering what he had went through. They, like the president can't do anything right, and he just can't do anything right, and he can't do anything wrong. He's not a magician. They're acting like he's some kind of magician, and he had to do what he had to do. And because if he had came out as aggressive or angry, or they would have been saying like Al Sharpton said on the Ed Schultz show, they would have been saying that, oh, President Obama's picking a fight with the conservatives or with the Tea Partiers. Oh, it is not presidential. So I'm glad he was his full usual self, and he was a professional and very presidential as usual. That's the best way to go about it. I mean, what can he do in less than 2 years when we was left in a deep hole on the verge of a depression? I mean, the man is not a magician. I never seen a United States president so scrutinized and so criticized like this president of the United States currently that we have. And I hope that we continue to have the same Vice President Biden to run with him or be on the running ticket for 2012. I hope we continue that. And I'm just looking for good things. And I will miss Nancy Pelosi because she was a powerful woman, and the first female Speaker of the House. But she got the job done. She helped the president pass health care because I don't know what they're talking about. Don't believe that crap when they're saying that the president haven't did anything in his less than 2 years in office. He has did a whole lot. He extended unemployment compensation. He has did like he passed the equal rights law. He has improved health care reform. He has even passed that one of the biggest legislature. I think it's the biggest legislature in history. And that's right, that Chris Matthews, he is just beside himself. Talking about the president like a dog. Saying that he don't know how to govern, he don't know how to do this, he's not doing this. You know what? I stopped looking at Chris Matthews because he has got on my last nerve. I when he comes on there, I turn the television off. I refuse to look at Chris Matthews. I mean, he just have a deep-seated hatred for the President Obama, a deep-seated hatred for President Obama, which is the President of the United States. He brags about the Clintons all the time. He act like the Clintons was some kind of gods. He act like they was just wonderful people. But this is a man that we have as president now. He has completely changed, and he talks about him like a dog all the time. And for that, I turn Chris Matthews off. He is just as bad as Lou Dobbs. You know what MSNBC need to do? They need to get rid of him just like they got rid of Lou Dobbs on CNN. Because Chris Matthews is showing all his prejudice. The man just gets on my nerves. Anyway, Anyway, I turned him off because he talks. Or he said on the Joe Scarborough show, and Scarborough's another guy that puts the president down a whole lot too. But he was joining up with Scarborough, said he better not have no teleprompter. Isn't using a teleprompter much better than using your hands? Using your hand to get notes from. Isn't that much better? But anyway, um, I just, I'm glad that everything turned out better than what I expected. We still own the Senate, although the conservatives they won Congress. And then another thing I don't understand. Why is it that the conservatives they can put out every kind of old radical, evil commercial ad, and they okay? They're still wonderful people that believe in little government and little taxes, but they're okay. By the time a liberal do it or a liberal do it or a progressive do it, oh, they're the worst people in the world. They are horrible, terrible people, and they specialize in demonizing and fighting. The conservatives they specialize in they knows how to fight and they knows how to demonize. But what ideas do they have? What plans? What plans do they have? I mean, what can they do for America? And I agree with Keith Overman when he ended up saying, he said, Mr. Boehner, John Boehner, where are the jobs? Where are the jobs, John Boehner? Because he's criticizing the president on every angle. But anyway, I'm glad that we still have the Senate, and Harry Reid will go back to his job in January as Senate Majority Leader. So things worked out, and we already got our biggest legislation passed, which is health care. So I mean, I know the Republicans want to put their mouth on the Democrats and the president as doom and gloom, but we did okay. And I know they're sorry that they didn't get Harry Reid Senate Majority Leader. They're so disappointed in that. But anyway, we still got the Senate, and you know, my prayers was answered. And God bless America. God bless you. Peace and ciao.